I will be pegged 37,000 times if I don't read the Harry Potter fan fiction that my girlfriend sent me. And one of them she wrote. It's my job to figure out which one she wrote. Otherwise, I'll be pegged 37,000 times. That's too much peg debt for me to pay off. I won't even be able to get pegged enough to keep up with the interest if I owe 30,000 peggings. Okay, let's see what this one is. The things I poke early in the morning. Something tells me it might be a penis. Oh, I think that maybe she just copy and pasted the summary from this one. Dumbledore woke to something pressing against her back. Does Dumbledore sleep with someone in her bed with her? I keep almost saying him. It took her a moment to recall what had happened the night before, but when she did, she came to a dizzying realization. Tom was still asleep, but she could feel his hard cock pressed against her. She tried sliding out of bed, but Tom groaned and pressed up against her more. What the fuck? Doesn't Dumbledore kind of adopt Tom Riddle? Isn't there that scene where he like finds him as a kid and he's like, oh, what potential you have, little kid? Is it crazy for me to think this is weird? I'm reading the first story right now. The things that poke in the early morning.
I can't quite remember which ones I put.
It's Dumbledore's a woman, and he's getting poked by Tom Riddle's penis right now, I think.
Bro.
And I just looked it up. Was it Dumbledore in a way like adopted him in some kind of facet in a way, right?
What?
Dumbledore?
In that story?
No, just in like Harry Potter lore.
Oh.
Like he goes to the orphanage and he's like, here, you can come to
right.
Hogwarts.
Oh,
so
yeah. I'm really hoping they're the same age.
Oh, like they're both like 80.
Yeah, I hope they're like both students, even though that timeline wouldn't line up.
Yeah, I guess I'll read it and I'll let you. Shouldn't you know?
Didn't I know? I didn't read that one fully.
Oh, okay, you just skimmed it. Okay, so my girlfriend agrees that there's something going on that's not right. Tom groaned and pressed up against her more. Dumbledore weighed her options in her head and came up with the conclusion that this was maybe her only chance to be with Tom, so she might as well take it. What the fuck? This is not a good first story. Dumbledore turned around until she was straddling Tom's abs. Turned around. So she's on top of his abs all the way? What? Dumbledore turned around until she was straddling Tom's abs. So if these were Tom's abs, she'd be like this. They just revealed in soft touches and kisses. They just reveled. They just reveled in soft touches and kisses for a while before Tom gave Dumbledore's plump ass a squeeze that had her moaning into his mouth. I'm uncomfortable. Tom let out soft groans every now and then as his hands explored everywhere from her chest to her bottom. Somebody's jerking off to this. How many people have liked this? One kudos? Is kudos like does kudos mean like orgasmed? Shit, bro, I'm gonna kudos to this so hard. Every line I read is like whiplash. I guess you had boom! Starts groping Dumbledore's ass. Oh fuck! Whiplash! Tom jizzes everywhere. Oh fuck! Whiplash! Tom slowly lowered himself and gave Dumbledore a questioning look before getting consent and taking off her silk pajama bottoms. His cock throbbed at the fact that she wasn't wearing underwear and her pussy was visibly soaked. When my girlfriend said she wanted to send me fan fiction, this isn't what I had in mind. I know that's the point of it, is, you know, sex with the male characters from Harry Potter. I know that's the point of fan fiction, but I don't I don't want to think about Dumbledore's old crusty vagina. I don't want to think about it though. Oh fuck, Dumbledore said when Tom took two of his fingers and slid them into her tight hole. I can't do it! I can't! I don't want to be pegged 37,000 times, but there has to be another way. Oh, his tongue's on his clit now. Okay, Dumbledore just orgasmed. When she pulled his boxers down, his 10-inch cock sprung out. There's no easy way to say this, but Dumbledore's bouncing on it right now. I can't read any of this. What pussy gripping him rhythmically bounced on his cock. Tom pumped into Dumbledore as her legs shook out on either side of his hips. Damn blood. This is above my pay grade. Okay, we're almost done with the story. Yes, Dumbledore had to move into the girls' dorm after Tom's shenanigans were discovered. Yes, they definitely got a little place in Godric's Hollow where nobody and no reality could ruin what they had. Can I kudos this? Like kudos to this, not in a weird way. Okay, so Dumbledore was another Hogwarts-aged student, so it wasn't weird. It wasn't weird at all. That was actually a completely normal story. Okay, the question is, did my girlfriend write that insanely graphic thing and then lie amazing when we just got off the phone together? So I don't think she wrote that unless that's a crazy crazy gaslighting? Anyways, this next story is really short. It's called Stress Relief. I have a feeling we're gonna be real horned up. What? I have to have an account? I can request an invitation to join. I have to go on a list? No! I'm gonna have to come back like a day later. I'm not doing that. Okay, believe it or not, it's the next day. I said that. Why did I say that in such a cheesy way? Wait, I can do a better take. Okay, it's the next day. You can tell by the socks I'm wearing. I forgot to put my shoes back on before recording, but I couldn't read any of the stories because I tried to make an account, but they have a waiting list and it's gonna take like 2 weeks to have an account, and I'm not waiting for that. So my girlfriend just copy and pasted them. Our next story is Stress Relief. Let's read the summary together. Don't be scared now. Harry knows they shouldn't do this, but nothing makes him relax like being railed by Draco. Oh, I remember that one now. It's madness how every other thought, every other sensation, the murmur of the party guests, the hardness of the edge of the table digging into Harry's cheeks as Draco pounds into him. I don't know where that was going, but I did not expect that. Let's keep reading. All Harry's senses are narrowing in on Draco, filling him up so completely. Hands exploring, kisses demanding, hips snapping harder, deeper. It's always rougher than with Ginny. But it's what makes Harry able to let go. Oh, so they're like adult, they're like married, like he's with Ginny and he's cheating? Cheater, pumpkin eater, pumpkin juice drinker. That would have been more clever. Cheater, pumpkin juice drinker. Okay, I got it from the top. I can just have that in the edit. Harry's always jittery before events like these, but he's discovered that getting railed by Draco just before takes the edge off. So it's kind of like a little joint before work. Like you just take the edge off a little bit, so it makes him relax. Until today, that's drama in the Draco sex fan. Trouble in Paradise. Trouble in Paradise. I'll go with that one. Harry can't stop a low groan as Draco changes angle, hitting his prostate perfectly. That might be the least favorite sentence I've ever said in my entire life. That's right, darling. So needy for me, aren't you? Whimpering, Harry nods. Because there's no use hiding the truth. That even though Harry knows this is wrong, even though he's terrified of the consequences if they were found out, he needs Draco. Like he needs air. When Draco grabs his cock, all he needs is a few pulls before Harry comes so hard he's seeing stars. Draco follows not long after, and Harry loves when he comes inside him. Loves the intimacy of it. Draco slides out and Harry already misses him. He'd want to do it again, but there's no time. There's never enough time. You know, Harry, there's this little medallion thingy that lets you go back in time. I don't know if you remember that, but you could be having sex like 24/7. We should go, Draco says in a tone that suggests he'd like to do anything but, and casts a cleaning charm. He's wiping the cum off him with spells. You know, that's why they made that spell, actually. Not Wingardium Leviosa. Not Reparo. Come clean up-o. Stupid joke. Maybe it's best not to let the wives worry. Oh, so they're both cheating. They're both drinking the pumpkin juice. Well, Draco clears his throat. There's only one wife now. Singular. When Harry doesn't say anything, he continues. Astoria and I signed the divorce papers yesterday. Oh shit. Why is the only word Harry managed to squeeze out. It seemed cruel to tie Astoria down when I'm not in love with her. There's an unbearable silence stretching between them as Harry tries to make the words make sense. A silence in which Draco eventually turns to leave. Good luck with the speech, he mumbles before he opens the door and slips away. Shit. That's awkward. So this is like a chapter in like a main story. What's the main story called? Not for, I'm just wondering for if you wanted to My girlfriend definitely could have written that. I think she likes when the two guys are freaking, it's having sex, boning. Wingardium Leviosa cum-ing. So bad. I need better jokes. I know for a fact that my girlfriend likes Draco Malfoy in the fan fiction. So any of them that have Draco in it, you know, is setting off my red flags. And I think Stress Relief is a #1 contender right now. I think that unless she was, you know, really duping me and being the best Among Us player in the world on the things that poke me early in the morning, I think it's Stress Relief. But now we have I Won't Let My Fictional Self Fall in Love with Draco. Another Draco Malfoy one. What if it's a curveball and she has like 2 of them in here? The entire school was abuzz with it. It was like electricity. Oh, with electricity with a K. It was like electricity charged through the air itself. Alphas stalked the halls with their heads held high, while Omegas cowered in fear anytime an alpha glanced their way, as they should. I already don't think that my girlfriend wrote this one because I don't think she likes the Omega Alpha. Although, maybe she's doing it ironically, so we'll have to see how exaggerated everything is. Students paired off in droves. Some pairings were expected, like Harry and Ginny. Others were more... What is even happening? Omega's current right now. So... are they finding their mates at school? Are they finding their mates at school? Is that what I'm led to believe? Students paired off in droves. Some pairings were expected, like Harry and Ginny. Others were more surprising, like when Neville claimed Pansy Parkinson as his Omega. Wait, the alphas are claiming Omegas? Like they don't get a choice in it, you just claim them. This is the bad side of fan fiction. I'm scared. My mouth's dry. Okay, I can do this. I can read this story. Classes were canceled for a whole day after the chaos it caused when she went into heat at breakfast, and Neville swept her away with a feral growl. Now, I'm gonna look it up just to double check, but isn't heat like dogs or wolves wanting to have just so much sex? Dog being in heat refers to their estrous cycle, which is their fertile reproductive period when they can become pregnant. So... are these kids at Hogwarts getting pregnant? I don't, I'm just asking the natural next question, okay? You know, you say they're in heat, that means they're wanting to be pregnant and they're horned up and they're also a minor, a child at Hogwarts. What is Dumbledore doing in all this? He should cast like a non-horny spell. It's like an oddly specific one, but I feel like if this is the world they're living in, they need to have one. Everyone had been waiting for Ron Weasley to claim her, but in a shocking turn of events, Ron presented as a beta, leaving Hermione all alone. It wasn't until December when things changed, when Draco Malfoy arrived after his release from Azkaban. So he did something that was so terrible he had to go to the worst wizard prison in the world as a minor, and then he gets let out? I'm confused. It was like lightning the first time he saw her. Oh, it's the Draco Malfoy Hermione thing. I hope he doesn't claim her though. I hope it's like they both are like, oh, let's date, and then they date, and then they're like, oh, let's be serious, and they don't just have sex in the cafeteria. I don't like this story. Their eyes met across the great hall, and she had to make herself to look away, but Malfoy had no such power. He approached her, enraptured. Ranger. So I imagine he sounds when he's growling. Hermione whimpered, wondering if he could smell the slick that was... I don't know if I can read that. I'll just bleep it if I can't. Wondering if he could smell the slick that was pooling in her knickers just from the sound of his voice so near. This is ridiculous, Hermione snapped. Ginny stopped reading and looked up from the handwritten notebook laid out on her knees. What? I think it's kind of hot, don't you? No, Ginny, no. You're just in heat. Okay, I actually can't read that. That's fucking crazy. How will I ever resist being R-worded by my childhood bully? I don't think my girlfriend read this story before she wrote it down. This is not her. This is not her. We can disqualify this one from the contenders. I don't want to read this anymore. Ginny blinked up at her for a solid 10 seconds before she broke and started giggling. 10 seconds is a really long time. This is what she did. If a girl in this fictional world is going through heat and it's just some random wizard dude, he just walks over and he's like, claim, claim. claim. You just have to have sex? You definitely didn't write this, girlfriend. God, please don't have written this, please. I don't think my girlfriend wrote that one. So in the lead right now is stress relief, but we have one more story left. Giant horse cock. And after this story, I need to figure out which story is the right one, because I don't want to get pegged 37,000 times. I don't want to do it. The summary for Giant Horsecock. A whole fortnight has passed. The moon is waxing, his magic wavering, and his desire growing. Is the moon gonna have sex with a horse? He urgently needs to find himself a mate. Hagrid. The moon's gonna fuck Hagrid? Ferenz awoke as old days. Sticky with magical essence from another dream that would have sent a unicorn into a coma, the residue clung to his swollen sheath. Soon the lunar mating rituals would take place at the lake, and he'd be here, far from the water, alone. The morning trot around his quarters was devoid of joy. Without a herd, frolicking was a dull obligation. Oh, it's like a horse. The horse is having wet dreams, and the horse is alone, and they can't have sex with all the other horses. Oh, what if the horse is a centaur? What's that dude in Harry Potter? What's that centaur's name? Maybe that's him. So Hagrid's gonna get fucked by a centaur. Hagrid showed up after supper, his boots clad with mud. There was blood in his beard. What the fuck? He traced his slick along another cut, glad the magic hadn't been spilled for nothing. I hate these stories. They don't tell you who's talking. Okay, I'm gonna skip ahead to the good parts. The sex. I'm gonna skip to the sex. That night, friends dreamed of strong teeth and picking freshly ground sand from the pubic fur of a giant's rock-hard cock. I feel like I missed some context. I got the story so fucking long. Not in a sexy, hot way. Ferenz went to the lake because that's the mating ritual. And now Hagrid showed up, and Ferenz is like, take your clothes off right fucking now. Because he's in pain because he needs to mate. And because he's not mating, he's in so much pain. And so Hagrid's like, okay, shit. And he just takes all his clothes off, exposing the tiniest little nub Ferenz has ever seen. Even his pinky finger was larger than the button between his legs. But well, this is the real me. All hope drained from Ferenz. He's so disappointed. There, fella, let me help. He's gonna fuck him. Forget it, Friends whimpered. A cock that tiny. This is my death sentence. I thought it was gonna be giant horse cock. I thought the horse... Wait, that might be coming up. So you won't mind me doing this. You can't just imitate. Ferenz gasped and all protest died. Hold still. Hagrid set to work. His voice was as rough as his touch. Oh, so he's just dry as hell. Just going to town on this horse penis. This was how Ferenz erupted, overflowing with a burst so powerful his legs gave out. The water was vibrating now. The water was vibrating. The ritual had begun, and to complete it, he'd have to consume your essence. It has to be enthusiastically given. I feel like that maybe isn't part of the ritual, and that's like a personal preference, but okay. Silver residue coated his arms, floated in the water around them. Whatever you... That's his scum! He has silver cum! His scum is silver! It's over his arms! Dry thirst pulled in Frenz's throat, so he leaned and took the tiny cock into his mouth. Hagrid tasted rough, bitter, like the forest floor and something animal that Ferenz had missed dearly in this sterile human world. So he just doesn't wash his penis, his little button penis. There it was, spurts of throbbing vitality. He soaked up the foreign essence with hunger as much as curiosity. The magic coursed through him. The magic is his cum, I guess. He has magic cum because he's a wizard. Oh my god, he's glowing now. He's glowing from the magic cum that he drank. Ferenz bowed his head. You are most potent. He scratched his thighs, looking down on himself. So, what now? He has post-nut clarity after having has sex with a horse. Now, my friend, he extended a hand at Hagrid. We frolic. They're gonna frolic in the fields together. Definitely became one of my favorites toward the end, especially with the frolicking in the fields and the jerking off the horse. It's just it's a funny visual. Okay, we have to decipher which one my girlfriend wrote. The Things That Poke Early in the Morning. That was the one with Dumbledore, who's a woman, and Tom Riddle. They're the same age. and they're having sex. Stress relief is Draco just pounding the shit out of Harry. They're cheating on each other. And then we have I Won't Let My Fictional Self Fall in Love with Draco. So that one was the alpha males and the heat, and then Giant Horsecock, which we just read. I just gotta go with my gut. I gotta go with stress relief. You know, it's the shortest one. Maybe she just picked a short one that she wrote, and it's about Draco and Harry having sex. Okay, so the one she wrote is down here. I just gotta change the text to white. And if I got it wrong, then I'll be pegged 37,000 times. Oh my God, she gaslit me! She gaslit me with the phone call! Oh, I think that maybe she just copy and pasted the summary from this one.
I hope they're like both students, even though that timeline wouldn't line up.
Shouldn't you know?
I didn't read that one fully. No, I didn't read that one fully.
Did my girlfriend write that insanely graphic thing and then lie amazing when we just got off the phone together? No, it can't be real. I'm getting pegged 37,000 times.